Greetings and merry meet folks, Symbian here. This video is going to be about practicing as a witch. Now there are many things you can do, even beginner, novice, newbie witches, or even the seekers who want to try and practice a solitary version of the craft. Just starting out, a simple ritual you can do is gather up a few things, your wand or athame, which is the blade, a few crystals, make one that you are willing to part with, that's valuable to you, but you want to leave as a gift. Bring one of those with you. Now, you can go to any tree in the forest, pick your favorite one that gives off the best energies for you, and sit down with your back up against the bark, the trunk of the tree, and just close your eyes and see if you can feel the heartbeat of the tree. It's there, and it's subtle, so it's not like you're straining your ears to hear it, but you're straining your awareness to pick up some sort of a pulse or a breathing, or maybe even an electrical charge on your back. Some people perceive that exchange between you and the tree like a warmth, which is central to the contact point on your back against the tree. Others perceive it as a cool breeze, even though that your back is up against the tree. It's almost like there's a little bit of space between you and the tree, and you feel a breeze. Not a cold breeze, but a cooler breeze than air temperature. Now that's an indicator to you that the tree is open to you and is willing to communicate. It's clearing its channels so that it's listening to you, and it knows that you are trying to listen to it. All right, your favorite tree in the forest. Now, what I want you to do while your eyes are closed, I want you to envision in your mind's eye the most positive and loving exchange you have ever had in your life. Now, it can be anything. It could be time with a girlfriend or boyfriend. It can be time when your parents surprised you and gave you the best gift in the world. It could be the most perfect time on a vacation. It could be just about anything, as long as it's very intense and as long as it's full of love and energy. Excuse me, forgive me. If it is full of energy, then that's good. Now I want you to focus on that moment in time that you experienced and that you are now remembering. Live it fully. Climb right back into that memory and relive it as if it was lucidly around you, like you were there now. Now, with that energy, at the peak of that energy, when you feel the most loved and the most energized, I want you to make a gift of that to the tree. Yep. A gift of that energy of love and that intensity to the tree that you're leaning against. Now, you don't have to face the tree. We have front chakras as well as back chakras, which means we also have a back throat chakra, a back third eye, a back heart chakra, a back solar plexus chakra, a back sacral chakra, and I want you to take all of that love and that intensity, and I want you to let it slowly, almost like a cloud drifting from you to the tree. Let the energy slowly pass from you through to the tree, to the energy, to connect with the energy that the tree is giving you. Use that channel Now, you may or may not get a response back from the tree, irregardless of if you do. I want you to take that crystal that you value, but you're willing to give as a gift, and without breaking contact with the tree, just reach down and put your hand on the earth beside where the tree's roots are. I want you to scratch out a little bit of a hole and put the crystal or stone or whatever object you have value in the hole, and then cover it up. And what I would like you to do, the moment that you cover it up, put your hand back in your lap and continue to relax a little bit. Now, this is where I want you to open your senses wide up. Open the floodgates. Take a few moments and quieten your mind down so that all you hear is some sort of sense, be it visual images in your mind, be it an auditory message in your ears that you hear, or a feeling in your heart chakra, your third eye chakra, a vision that you get in your third eye chakra, any sort of a flashing image. Excuse me. Excuse me. Time for my version of Red Bull, which is NOS. Sorry for the shameless plug. No, I'm not counting that as a product placement. So this is an instructional video rather than a meditation video. So continue with your eyes closed and allow the tree to communicate back with you. You now have given the tree a gift of a preferred crystal or stone of yours, or an item of yours that you value and that has energy for you. And you've decided to give it to the tree. You also have sent the tree unconditional love at an intensity which is more than what normally happens around the tree. So the tree is going to identify you with the energy you sent and the gift you gave. So quieten your mind down and just allow energies between you and the tree. Now, when we visioneer things in our minds, one of the things that we can do is use a tuning meter, so to speak, to tune everything else out and just focus in on what the tree is saying, or even acknowledgement of the tree, so you know it's actually listening. You'll get a change in energetic feeling in your back when you're lying against a tree. The tree will try to find ways of acknowledging to you that yes, it is listening, and yes, it appreciates the love and the actual gift. Make a rapport with the tree. Be willing to open a dialogue between you and the tree. Now, you don't speak tree, and the tree doesn't speak human, but there are other methods of communicating just as effectively. The tree will hunt for its version of those methods of communication, and I want you to hunt for different avenues of listening to what the tree has got to tell you, be it a breeze starting to spontaneously rustle the leaves in the tree, or you notice that the branches of the tree are bowing or bending or swaying back and forth suddenly, whereas they were still before. The tree will make some sort of acknowledgement of the gift that you gave. Now, as I said, it may send you images, it may send you smells, tactile touch on your skin, something nice to acknowledge that it appreciates what you have done. Now, I want you to ask the tree in as simple a way as you can if this tree will allow an open, ongoing dialogue every once in a while when you check in with the tree, so that the tree can check in with you and tell you what's going on. Maybe share information with you that it has experienced. Set up an open dialogue with the tree that you're leaning against. Okay? Now that you are aware of the type of energy that a tree can receive as well as send out to you, you now know what to sort of look for and listen for and feel for in the future. And that's something I want you to do on a semi-regular basis. Schedule a little visit with the tree. Make a couple of different visits per season with the tree. Spring, summer, winter, and fall. And make the meeting that you have with the tree special. Do something nice that maybe the tree is not expecting from a human. Maybe bring it a nice cool glass of water that a crystal has been sitting in, crystal water, or something nice. Make a nice attempt at doing that. But one of the things that I want you to do before you leave your little ritual, your little ceremony of sharing, I want you to, with your eyes still closed, I want you to say thank you, regardless of whether you perceived anything or not. To say a simple, unconditional thank you for allowing you to share time with the tree. Okay? Wish the tree well. Give the tree a real or a virtual hug. There's nobody around watching you, or even if there is, what the hell? Who gives a shit? Now, sharing with the tree, we can do unconditionally. The gifts that we get back in return are limitless. The tree has an awareness. Okay, I'll put it that way. And it has an intelligence. But depending on the tree that you're around, a very old tree has been around for a long time. It has seen and witnessed a whole crapload. It has learnt an awful lot about mortals and humanity. And there might be some issues and questions that it has for you. As I said, you don't speak tree and the tree doesn't speak human. But the tree will find different ways to ask you questions, be it in the form of images that flash in your mind's eye, or a certain smell that is different than normal. Interpret those in a way of that you would for nonverbal communications. Write the sensory stuff that you get from the tree down after you give your thanks and you break a connection with the tree. But do it before you come home or before you go back inside, just so it's fresh. Now, when you get back inside, give yourself, I would say, maybe about 2 or 3 hours of just being distracted, doing something else, working on something else, watching a TV program or watching a movie, or doing dishes or doing house chores, that type of thing. And then after about 4 hours, go back to your journal and turn to that page that you were writing down your impressions between you and the tree, and eyeball what you picked out. And think about it. What type of things were the tree trying to describe to you? What were your emotions during the pictures that were flashed to your brain? Did you smell any different scents rather than the regular tree, forest, dead leaves, decaying leaves type smell? Did you smell something unusual, something striking? The color of the leaves that are on the tree or that are on the ground nearby you. Something may have changed. Make note of that, and then think about why did the colors change? What reason was behind the changing of the colors, or the changing of the wind or the branches, or whatever the tree was trying to communicate with you to. All right? Think about these things when you're looking at your notes, and bear them in mind the next time you go to meet the tree. As I said, open up an ongoing dialogue with the tree, and do the feedback thing, the biofeedback thing. Take what the tree has given you and maybe form a few new questions, not too complex, but a few new questions based on what you perceive the tree was trying to tell you. All right? Now, I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm going to end it here. So, merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. I'm Simeon. Check you later.